Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. We're coming to you live from AWS reInvent in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joining me for this segment, we have Kathryn Van Nuys. She's Head of Startup Business Development North America with AWS. We're here to discuss how AWS facilitates the development of fintech startups and how they're leveraging generative AI and AI in general. It is great to have you with us, Kathryn. Welcome to TradeTalks.
Thank you so much for having me.
You got it. What trends do you see financial services startups focusing on today?
Sure, so there's a lot going on. I think one core thing that we're seeing is it's a continued evolution around the strong personalization of financial services, better customer experience, better insights, better use of data. And so for fintechs, they've really excelled at that improved customer experience from the beginning. And so we're seeing that play through in a lot of different ways, whether that is chatbots that offer more personalized advice, really being able to put data in the hands of users in a way that they can make better choices, better financial choices, we think is really important. And so we've seen companies of ours such as Ramp, they do small business, they offer small business cards and different types of software to help manage expenses. So they're starting to kind of bring in generative AI and use more data in their experiences. And we're seeing companies like Clio that offers a more personalized chatbot as well. So those are some of the themes that we're seeing today.
How does AWS facilitate the development of fintech startups that are leveraging AI?
Sure, so at AWS Generative AI, we are really, first we just want every fintech startup building on AWS. And what we've seen is about 91% of financial institutions and 80% of fintechs have already been using artificial intelligence and machine learning already. So it's pervasive in the industry. I think where we're seeing generative AI come in is really taking it to the next level and kind of ushering a new way of making sense of all the vast amounts of data a lot of these organizations have and the ways that fintechs can do that. And so we're really thinking about how generative AI can really help usher in the concept of kind of self-driving money. So every user with a cell phone or a personal device can really get more personalized recommendations and be able to do more with their money and make better financial decisions. And so a lot of what we're doing at AWS, whether it's fintech, financial services, or just broadly across our customers, is making sure we're empowering users to utilize generative AI, and that's across all three layers of the ML stack, whether that's at the infrastructure layer, tooling, or applications. And so that's a lot of what we're kind of thinking about is how do we arm fintechs with the ability to do that, using kind of world-class secure infrastructure.
What types of programs does AWS have to empower startups?
Sure, so we have a number of different products. Our whole focus of our startups organization is how can we help startups be successful, build faster, and kind of have longer runway and do more with AWS. And so we have a program called AWS Activate that really helps get companies up and running, gives them credit so that they can build and test their workloads, ideally with little to no upfront cost, and a whole host of resources that we provide to the early stage companies. We also hear a lot of the market has been B2B in fintech over the last few years. A lot of investment is in that space. You hear about embedded finance and banking as a service. And so one of the things we hear a lot from our customers is they want support selling into our other end customers, large institutions that are using AWS. And so we have what's called the AWS Partner Network and the Marketplace, which is really enabling our customers to get access to other AWS customers and get kind of their products and services into the hands in a more easier way. So that go-to-market motion and support is something that we really see our fintechs leaning into. I'd also say one of the things that we've done for the last number of years is have verticalized sales coverage. So having my team, the sales teams that really understand the nature of selling in these very security sensitive, highly regulated industries, knowing how to work with customers in that space from the very earliest stages really helps set them up for success so that they are able to have those conversations with large institutions and large banks or handle sensitive customer data for their consumers. And so that verticalized knowledge and expertise at the startup level has been very important, and we certainly hear from our customers that's a differentiator.
Which is so interesting because at reInvent you can actually see the ecosystem happening in real time, which I think has been fascinating.
Totally.
Covering this as a reporter. Kathryn, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining us from reInvent. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.